Look, we've literally all been there. You sit down Sunday night, meticulously map out your entire Monday, and you're feeling totally unstoppable. Then, Monday morning actually hits, right? One single urgent 9 a.m. meeting pops up, and suddenly, that perfectly crafted schedule you just spent 20 minutes agonizing over is completely blown to pieces. The rest of the day, just a chaotic game of catch-up. It's incredibly frustrating. But what if your planner could actually work with you, instead of just sitting there as a static record of your good intentions? Welcome to This Explainer. Today we're exploring a massive paradigm shift in how we manage our time. We're talking about the rise of AI-powered planners, a totally new solution that doesn't just store your schedule, but actually adapts it for you in real time.
Okay, let's dive right into this. We've got a great roadmap today for how we shift from static to-do lists to adaptive systems. We're going to cover the end of manual planning, what are AI planners, features that change everything, the productivity payoff, and wrap up with the future of productivity. Let's hit it.
Part 1. The end of manual planning. Moving from static to adaptive.
You know, to really appreciate where productivity is heading, we kind of have to own up to the fundamental flaw of traditional planning, which is this wild assumption that your day is actually going to go exactly according to plan. And this brilliantly illustrates the difference. Let's picture a freelance creator mapping out their day. Old way, they block out time to write at 9 a.m., design pages after lunch, but bam, a surprise client call drops at 11. In the traditional setup, every single block after that call has to be manually shifted. You're literally rebuilding your afternoon from scratch. Now look at the AI planned day. When that 11 a.m. surprise hits, the AI planner instantly triggers an auto reshuffle. It just rearranges the rest of the day for you, and here's the best part, it explicitly protects your non-negotiable personal time, whether that's an evening workout or picking up the kids. You don't tear anything down by hand. The schedule just flexes.
Which brings us to Section 2. What are AI planners? Because we are way beyond the basic task list here.
So, now that we've seen the magic trick, let's look under the hood at the tech itself. Basically, AI-powered planners are digital tools that use machine learning and natural language processing to intelligently schedule, prioritize, and adjust your day in real time. The absolutely crucial distinction here is between storing information and interpreting it. Traditional apps, they just store what you type. You write "call John," it holds the text. It doesn't care if John is in Tokyo on a 14-hour time difference or if you even know a John. But AI planners actually read what you type, figure out what you genuinely mean, and translate that into a workable plan based on your calendar, your deadlines, and even your personal habits.
Let me give you a quick messy to masterpiece scenario. Imagine you're doing one of those frantic brain dumps into your app, right? Just plain language. You type something super vague like "prepare for Monday." A standard app just stares blankly back at you. But an AI planner? It understands the context, it takes that vague input and automatically breaks it down into structured, actionable, time-blocked steps. Suddenly, prepare for Monday becomes Step 1, check outstanding emails. Step 2, draft a meeting agenda. Step 3, block out 30 minutes of quiet prep time. And then, this is the kicker, it slots each of those steps right into your calendar wherever they actually fit best. It takes your messy thoughts and turns them into an organized masterpiece, zero effort required.
All right, Section 3. Features that change everything. Let's look at the core capabilities.
Now, what's really interesting here is what truly separates these modern tools from the paper planners or basic lists we've used for, well, decades. Instead of endless, flat lists that just make you feel guilty, AI gives you smart prioritization. Over time, the system literally learns your work patterns. It ranks tasks by urgency, importance, deadlines, even the energy level you'll need. So instead of you guessing what to tackle, it serves up the few things that genuinely matter today. Secondly, we move from manual placement to auto time blocking. No more dragging and dropping boxes. The planner finds the open windows for you. And finally, we transition from rigid, fragile schedules to real-time adaptation.
Actually, I want to pause on that last point for a second, because it is an absolute game changer. The best AI planners out there right now behave less like a calendar and way more like a real-time planning coach. Say you're working on a project and, shocker, it takes 30 minutes longer than you thought it would. The AI planner is tracking how your day is actually unfolding. It sees the overrun and it automatically adjusts your remaining time blocks. It's constantly coaching you, constantly tweaking the timeline so you never get that feeling of, well, I fell off the wagon, the whole day is ruined.
Section 4. The productivity payoff. Let's talk data-driven results.
Okay, so this all sounds incredibly convenient in theory, right? But does it actually translate to getting more stuff done? The short answer is yes, and the benefits are super tangible. First off, you spend way less time planning and way more time actually doing. The system handles the reshuffling, period. Second, massively reduced decision fatigue. Instead of staring down 20 competing priorities and freezing up, these tools just highlight what's realistically achievable today. Third, and I think this is the biggest one, healthier work-life boundaries. Because these planners see your whole life, they actively protect your non-negotiable personal time. They preserve your evenings, your weekends, and build in breaks to keep you from burning out. And lastly, for teams, you get this amazing centralized coordination that spots bottlenecks before they even become an issue.
So the crucial point is that the measurable productivity gains are just staggering. A study by the St. Louis Federal Reserve looked into this, and they found that during the hours people actually used generative AI tools, they were 33% more productive. 33%! That is a massive leap in output, just by letting a system handle the heavy lifting of organizing and drafting for you.
Let's move on and see how this builds, because what does a 33% boost actually look like for your week? Well, it translates to saving about 5.4% of your total weekly working time. To put that in perspective, in a standard 40-hour week, your traditional paper planner saves you exactly 0 hours of admin time. But an AI planner? It gets you roughly 2.2 hours back. That's over 2 hours every single week that you can reclaim for deep work, or honestly, just to clock out early and enjoy your life.
Bringing us to Section 5, the future of productivity. What's next? You know, the features we have right now are really just the tip of the iceberg. One of the most exciting things is that this tech isn't just locked up in corporate offices anymore. This adaptive engine is perfectly suited for all kinds of lifestyles. We're seeing busy parents using it to coordinate crazy family schedules and school runs. Teachers are leaning on it to automate their lesson planning. Freelancers are using it to juggle a dozen different client deadlines without dropping the ball. Because the system actually adapts to your specific context, it supports all these completely different roles without forcing anyone into a rigid one-size-fits-all box.
And looking just a bit further down the road, the whole industry is moving fast toward deep integration. Soon, we're going to see these AI planners connecting deeply across all your digital platforms. I'm talking pulling data straight from your email, your project management software, your notes, your calendars, the whole shebang. The ultimate goal is one unified, predictive view of your entire life. Imagine a system that knows exactly how long a task will take you based on your personal history, or one that flags the project as being at risk before you even realize you're falling behind.
I want to share this quote from our source material today because it is just a brilliantly powerful analogy for where this is all heading. It says, an AI layer sitting on top of your calendar is likely to become standard infrastructure, closer to how spell check quietly became invisible. Think about that for a second. When was the last time you consciously thought about spell check? You don't. It's just a default expectation in literally every writing tool on the planet. And in the very near future, adaptive planning is going to be the exact same way. It'll just be the default infrastructure for getting things done.
And that leaves us with a final, provocative thought. As we finally leave behind the rigid, stressful schedules of the past and step into this era of intelligent, real-time coaching, the dynamic completely flips. You no longer have to bend your life to fit your to-do list. So, I'll leave you with this question as you rethink your own systems. Will your next planner adapt to you, or will you keep adapting to it? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I really hope this sparks some new ideas for taking back your time.